Hey everybody, Mike Pfeiffer with Pfeiffer Hobby Supply. I'm going to do something I haven't done for a little while and put this on the how-to channel. But I decided to do a review on the new Woodland Scenics Rustic cabin. We got them in, and I looked at one in the box and I thought, you know, I could use that on the town down there. So we're just going to take a look at it. I mean, most of you guys know how they come. But we're going to take a close look at this one and let you know what I think of it. Okay, to start off with, this is the Woodland Scenics BR4955 Rustic cabin, ready built, and it includes lighting. I find it a little bit odd that the box, usually the box have a sticker on them that say they're lighted, because some of the older kits were not lighted. But we're going to open this up and take a look, and we're going to show you what the lighting looks like. So without any further ado, as everyone says, I will pull this out of the box. And as usual, they come packaged in a real nice blister. Everything tucked in there nicely, no chance of breaking anything. At least we haven't had much experience with any of these being broken coming in. I think there might have been one of the larger buildings that may have had a loose piece or something. But everything's tightly secured in there. It's also stapled together here on the bottom. We've got to undo those staples to get into it. And you will notice that when you open the box, you have the little LED lighting symbol here. So let me drag the staples out of here and we'll get right back to this. Okay, I've taken the staples out. And I'm going to make one other recommendation to you, possibly. You may want to, you may not want to. But in my time in this hobby, I've probably built about 25 layouts. Which means that I have moved a lot of equipment, I've changed scales, I've done all kinds of things. And if there's one thing that I've learned, and I've said this before on some of the other videos, if you ever think you're going to have to sell something, keep the package, especially in the case of these guys. I would recommend, if you have space to do so, hang on to the cardboard boxes and hang on to the plastic container. That way, if you ever take this off the layout and you have to move, for instance, or you want to sell it, or you get out of it, or you change scales or whatever, you will have the packaging that this goes into, which will make it much easier to sell or to even move. So that being said, that's just a tip. That being said, we're going to pop this guy open. Got the staples out, obviously. And we'll take a close look here. If I tilt it a little bit, I think you can see that there's a little wood pile on the side. Very nicely done, by the way. A TV antenna on a pole. Nice paint, nice weathering, real nice weathering. And if I scoot around here and keep this close enough, you can see that there's a milk can out there in front of the door, and there's a barrel there, and there's 2 rocking chairs. This would make a great place to put a couple of figures out here doing some train watching from their front porch or wherever. On the opposite side, we have the wood stove stack. But I don't know how close I can get with this camera. Maybe I'll set it down and try to get a little closer for you. But anyway, looking at it in general, the wood beams and everything, just really nicely done. Let me set it down and see if I can get some closer pics. Okay, when you do pull it out, cram down where the wire goes, when you can see the wire hanging here. Once you pull that out, there's a little instruction sheet here. Why you would need one, I don't exactly know. But nevertheless, what it says is, the Rustic cabin includes an exterior light in warm white, designed to work with the Just Plug lighting system. The Just Plug lighting system is a complete, quick, and easy way to add realism and light to new and existing layouts and other projects. No electrical knowledge or special tools are needed. Just plug and you're done, which is pretty much the way the system is designed. I have guys all the time, and all of us agree that it's an expensive system, but like anything that's ready to go, it works, okay? Just plug and you're done. For more information, look at Just Plug and visit woodlandscenics.com. You can find out all the information you need to. There are a lot of YouTube videos and so forth. But there is a little instruction sheet in here, okay? It also tells you options for providing owner. Let's see here. What does that mean? Oh, it's just telling you the other products you would need if you were starting out with the Just Plug system. Sorry for the delay. But I was kind of reading it over to see if it even applied to the video here. But it does, and it tells you the cables and the power supply and all the things you need to connect it up if you're just starting with the Just Plug system. So, now let's take a look at what it looks like. Okay, with the camera down here, you can see that the chairs, the barrel, the wood beams, everything is nicely done. The wood pile is actually outstanding in my opinion. The TV antenna is pretty good. It's not etched stainless or anything, but it is very nicely done. And the smokestack and everything is very well done. Let me spin it around for you here. Okay, on the back side we've got a power meter there, which would be kind of handy if you had a pole next to it. You can see that it's sitting on a rock foundation, and a little vent for what appears to be would be the bathroom, which is even kind of cool. I just like it a lot. Let me plug it in and we'll see what it looks like with some lights in it. I happen to bring my light hub out that I do all my testing on my bench with, so we'll give it a shot right here. Okay, here's about as low as I can get, and the outside light, which is all it has a porch light. It does have dividers inside, black paper dividers, so if you did want to add another light to the inside, it would be very, very easy to do. I probably will not do that. I think the outside light is more than sufficient. But nevertheless, you can see how it is. That's at full brightness plugged into the Just Plug system. Let me turn this down some. Oops, a little too much there. But you can see that we can give it whatever hue we want it to have here. And being as it's a cabin or something that would be pretty, well, as the word says, rustic, you may want it a little bit more dim. Let me turn out some light and see if we can see what it looks like. Okay, this is the same shot, same angle, I should say, but back at full brightness, and you can see that in nighttime operation it's pretty darn bright, probably way too bright. Of course it comes out brighter on the camera, but I'm going to turn it down some, hopefully. And you can see that probably, and this doesn't come out anything like it looks here in person. It looks way white in this with the camera here, but it's actually a yellowish tone. But this is toned down to about the level of the lights over there. And when you're looking at it here on the layout, it's not a bright white like that. It's actually a yellow tone. And you see much more of the detail than the of the items, and there's more shadowing than you actually pick up in the camera. But anyway, that's pretty much it. You can see another thing I like that I just noticed on here is the rafter detail on the end of the porch here. It's just a nicely done little plastic model, very well painted, and pretty amazing, really. I like it a lot. It functions like it should. By the way, I think it's an inch and it's something like 1.5 inches by 1 5/8 inches by 1.5 inches. So it's not a very big structure. Which in my case, where I need to put it down there in the town, is a good thing. So if you need a small structure up in the mountains, or you needed you got a town that requires a small area, this is the kit for you. Let me get the lights back on. Okay, here she is one more time. Like I say, one wire coming out, one wire goes over and into your Just Plug system, and your Just Plug system just goes down to the transformer, and that's all there is to it. So I hope you enjoyed this short review. I can't get my lips to work right today. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this short review, and thanks for watching. Okay, everybody, hope you enjoyed that little review. And I hope you didn't find the blinking lights in the train room here too annoying. All I'm going to tell you about that is the electric company here had a problem. The transformer on my pole back there exploded a couple of weeks ago. And so they're feeding it from another location, and they've got about twice as many homes on there as should be on there. Therefore, we're experiencing this light blinking and so forth when people's air conditioners come on, and it's over 100 degrees the last week. So anyway, that's the reason for the blinking lights. Hope you enjoyed the review, and without boring you any longer, thanks for watching.